Hey everybody, welcome to our show. It's Wednesday, September 2nd. I can't believe we're in September already. It's pumpkin spice season started already. So
it is bright and early. Well, Starbucks was selling last week. They started it right on Tuesday.
I mean, really you could have pumpkin spice anytime you want, but this is like the official season and fall and Halloween and all that kind of fun stuff.
Welcome for everyone that's joined us. We have a cruising show tonight, and we are very excited with our guest as Greg is trying to create a Central California earthquake here.
What?
We have, you're like shaking that as you put that on there.
Oh my gosh.
We have Midlife Crazy on here, so we are so excited to have them on our show. We actually are going to be on a cruise with them next year. Fingers crossed.
Yes. February.
So
can't really cross my fingers, but there you go.
So we'll definitely talk about that. If you aren't familiar with Midlife Crazy, which probably most of the people in here are definitely aware of them. If not, they're a great channel, great people. And we're looking forward to getting to know them a little bit more on the ship. So that should be fun.
We're not wearing our normal shirts. ChadCruisers actually were nice enough to send us their shirts that they have made. So we decided to show them and support their channel. They're an awesome channel, and they have a lot of adventures, cruising. They just put out a video last Friday about Vegemite and Marmite, or just Vegemite, one of the two. But yeah, one of them liked it, one of them not so much. You'll have to watch to find out which is which.
Yeah. It's ChadCruisers on the couch, isn't that what? Is that the theme? I dropped one of our cards.
I thought it was. It's down there. I thought it was something to do with coffee time or something.
Oh yeah, that might have been it. Yeah. Couch sounds like it's a therapy session. We did get some mail today. Wasn't it today?
Yes.
So Jim from Where Sunshine Plays, am I getting it centered? He sent us 5 Foolish Mortals,
which is just in time for our Saturday show.
Yep.
It's just a spin-off show where the 5 of us get together from different channels and have different subjects that we plan on doing on each show. This Saturday it's going to be on our channel, so we're going to be talking about different Mickey Mouse or Disney snacks and things like that, some trivia and some other fun things. So it'll be really cool.
Always fun to hang out with these guys. Greg, why don't we greet the people that are here, and then we'll bring on Brad and Kimberly.
Well, why don't we bring them in while I'm greeting everybody, being that I'm greeting everybody.
Welcome, guys.
So welcome.
Hey,
Hi.
thanks for having us.
You're welcome, and we brought these just for you guys.
Gosh.
So you can
Don't put my eye out for those while I'm telling people. So welcome to our show, Cruising for Food. Wanda, Q's Cruisers, welcome. So Cargo, MGM Family Travel, Daniel Fields, Rachel Loves Disney. Tiffany Peacock is not feeling well from what I was told, so we hope she feels better.
Feel better, Tiffany.
Always on the Move,
Josh.
MG Tail, Innocence Abroad, The Professor Travel, Life is Good Today. Try not to miss anybody here. Pepper Tree Villas here. We'll just go ding, 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 because we don't have their sound effects.
We're working on it.
Nautical Nurse Nancy is here. Carla McClendon. Cheryl Brusinski, if I said that right. Fisher Fun Ventures. Robert from Life with Favor. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through here. Kathy Mills. Michelle Bowens. Alma with Life is Good Today. Grateful for Disney. I think we're caught up for now, so welcome everybody.
Project Speedo, guys. Remember, Project Speedo.
The Professor Travel just came in. Jay, a.k.a. The Wrench Bowen, just came in, so welcome everybody.
So we have a contest going on, so you guys can be a part of it too. So I don't know what we're going to do, but you guys are going to be honorary Speedo wearers on the Panorama cruise. Just
I'm trying to get some made where I've got the, one emoji on one butt cheek and one emoji on the other butt cheek.
Wow.
And we were thinking about that. Have a D on one, G on the other.
There you go.
But,
And an and right in the middle.
What you were saying. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to look. Kathy Mills, I think I've said welcome. Yes.
welcome. It is getting warm in here. All the lights that we turned on are starting to get hot. Are you hot? No. All right.
Chris Ryback, welcome.
So welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so happy to have you on our show tonight. And
Thanks for having us.
We're happy to be here.
thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, you just got off of work, literally, and you're like,
Literally.
both of you trying to race.
You rushed in the house, went pee, and came in here.
We did have not a question.
Disney
but
Nerd Herders, welcome. Sorry, Brittany Morgan, welcome. I think we're good now.
we had at the beginning ChadCruisers say just wanted to pop in and say hello. I can't bring it up that far. But they have some other things going on, but they just wanted to pop in and say hello. So welcome, ChadCruisers. When you
I
catch
think
the
they're
program.
premiering
They're
their
premiering their first
video
from Cancun.
From Cancun, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That's right.
awesome.
You
We
know-
got stereo sound, see? They're both going. They're both telling us.
And
Margaret Wilson,
we
Turning with
will
the
be
Gingers.
we will be talking about all clothing optional.
What? Clothing
Hanging around
optional?
with us too much.
What kind of show is
Don't
this?
turn this into the Midlife Crazy live show. You're going down a road you don't want to go with some of these people that are on
Welcome,
tonight. I'm
that's
telling you.
Cruise Life.
Wow. It's still
Apparently,
gonna
we're the clothing optional show now.
all inclusive resorts, not clothing. See, I'm starting to sweat even more now. But I know we have one booked. You guys have one booked, so we can definitely talk about that. As cruising has been canceled,
Everybody's wanting to go to Cancun.
and looking at different options of doing something just a little bit differently. So we can talk about that. I'm sure there'll be people asking
Hey,
questions.
Jane and Travels.
So a little bit about you guys. If I can get, there it is. Okay, so you guys started your channel June 20th, 2018.
Yeah.
You have 1.27 thousand subscribers. So awesome job.
Are you stalking them or
I'm
something?
stalking them. Yes, I always stalk people. And you've had 84,000 views. So congratulations. Those are some really good numbers. So you've been doing this for 2 years. What have you learned during this time?
A lot.
They just went out to work, and you're making them think even more.
Definitely.
No, we've learned a lot in the aspect of, that first year we really didn't do it it was just kind of something to do. We didn't really take it too seriously. We really started getting probably serious about it maybe a little over a year ago.
Yeah, right around when we had to decide to buy a new computer.
Yeah.
Are we going to do the full-on computer? Are we going to do this? Or are we just not, what are we going to do?
Because I was trying to edit on a laptop.
It's impossible.
And it was
Too hard.
It was just a regular laptop that wasn't really built for editing. So then I had a computer built, a desktop computer that's just specifically made for editing. It's, super high graphics, high speed, 100 billion core processor or whatever the hell's in it. But so it was probably a little over a year ago that we really decided to take the plunge and take it really seriously. And what we've learned is that it's much harder than you think. It seems very simple, but there's so many little things that come along with it. If you want to try to grow the channel a little bit, social media and all the things you have to try to, keep up on. And of course, then the editing process is a whole nother process by itself. And
I think for us, the lives really just kind of catapulted us into this whole community. And it was after that first live that it was like, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. We love everyone. We're so glad we chose to do this.
Yeah, that's the most enjoyable part for us is being live with people, whether it's by ourselves or with you guys or with anybody else, because you know, people can watch your vlogs, which is great. People can enjoy your vlogs, but people don't really get to know you, and you don't get to really know people until you're kind of interacting with them real time.
Right.
So that's the cool thing about it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I actually edit on my laptop. It's easier for me, but adding the magic mic, not the mic. I'm doing it again. The magic mouse is what they call this.
Magic mic now, huh?
Magic mic. We're gonna go down that road, are we? Here? All right.
Before we forget, Margaret Wilson, thank you very much for
Margaret.
that super chat. And
I believe
welcome.
Margaret's dad might have been in the hospital. I thought I saw that on Facebook, so I just want to make sure everything's okay with him.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for taking the time to come on our show. But if you need to leave, we completely understand. Welcome to. There was a couple of people that we were kind of waving to as you came in. I don't remember everybody now, but welcome everyone to our show.
I saw Eric Newman popped in. Grateful for Dizney. Did we say hi to MGM Family Travel, our Spotlight Channel sponsor?
I believe
Michelle
we
the
did.
Quilter. I thought we said hi to Daniel Fields, your buddies. And that's hello.
They live 10 minutes from us.
Awesome. My best friend's family lives
Hey,
over there
DisLyfeOfOurs, welcome.
in Camarillo. They live
that's pretty
very
close to us.
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
So we've been out there a few times, and it's really nice. We enjoy it out over there.
Okay.
Are you taking my notes?
No, I'm trying to see what you have here.
Greg's stealing my notes.
Oh my gosh,
Pepper
Pepper
Tree
Tree
Villa.
Villa. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for the backwards Target video, but you forgot to buy the child at Target. Go get one now. Yeah, we actually went to Target and we didn't buy one single thing. We just went, looked around, did a video for them where we were pushing the cart backwards, which I told Derick, I'm sure the people in security are like, what the heck are these people doing? But it was fun. So
Welcome, J&N Travels. I thought I saw Visa Travels here. So welcome, Raphael. And life is good today. So welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Rocky, we're not going to be doing any shoeies today.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
No.
Hey, ChadCruisers, welcome.
We got them,
There you
guys.
go.
Disney Nerd Herders, a great show today. They had the amazing Nate from Mr. Morrow, Paging Mr. Morrow. So that was a really fun show. So great job. They always go right before us on the Disney Nerd Herders. So very good show.
So how many cruises have you guys done so far, if you can keep count by now?
Well, Brad probably can't keep
I
count.
can't. It's a lot.
He's been cruising since what, the 90s?
Since the early 90s. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
so
a very
it's
long
probably,
time.
for me,
I
it's
can count on
probably
2 hands.
30, probably 30 plus.
Probably 30 plus, yes. I'm newer to it. He got me hooked. So we got engaged on my very first cruise. So I think
wow.
I've been on about 6, maybe 7 so far cruises. So
you're the same as us. We can count on 2 hands. So
yes, absolutely.
we look.
But I got to
forward
tell you, I'm so glad. Thank you so much for introducing me.
She
to
was really
cruising.
skeptical about it.
I was,
And I kept telling her, I said, just do it. I said, you'll never want a vacation any other way.
and I don't.
Yeah, a lot of
We're
people.
going to Cancun out of necessity.
Yeah.
A lot of people that I know of are very skeptical of cruising, and I just tell them, just try it once, do at least a 5-day, if not maybe even a 7, and then let me know what you think afterwards, because I'm sure they're going to go in skeptical, but they're going to come out wanting more, like we did. We only we did a 3-day, and that's a big no. Don't ever do a 3-day for your first time, because you're going to want to stay longer, and it's like torturing your own self. So
and honestly, on a 3-day cruise, you're either going to want to stay longer, or sometimes people get really turned off by a 3-day cruise, because 3 days cruises generally booze cruises, right?
Yeah.
Where people just go and they just get hammered for 3 days, and it can get a little debaucherous on some of those 3-day cruises. So it's one or the other. Either you really love it and you want to stay longer, or you're like, oh, it's just a bunch of drunk people. I don't want to be around a bunch of drunk people.
well, this was a Disney cruise, so you could imagine there's a lot more families and kids around, but that was the really bad part of it, because it was Disney. We love Disney, and it's a cruise, and we love cruising. So you put those together, that's just a formula for disaster of torturing yourself when you want to stay longer. So
Yeah.
Daniel Field says, never done that's grateful for Disney. Do you have any suggestions for a first timer? Yes, we will talk about that. But Daniel Field says, I don't recommend I don't recommend more than a 3-day for Vegas.
we stay a week at least.
I would. I love Vegas.
She would stay a week. I would not stay a week.
Yeah, we're there about 5 because we drive, so we make it worth it. It's about 6 to 7 hours to drive, depending on how many times you stop, for bathroom breaks or to get food or just to stretch your legs a little bit. So yeah, we make it a longer trip. So, but we stay out of trouble. We try to stay out of trouble.
I don't know if we said hello to Shauna Snow, Journey with the Gingers, who were guests on your show last night.
Yes.
I will always remember Journey with the Gingers on the fact that on their video that they did of the escape, and they're filming it across the Hudson, or whatever that body of water is. Our ship was docking, and we were getting ready to come off as they were getting ready to go on it. So we just missed them. So I will always think of them in that light. The Plump Travelers are here. I don't know. We said hello.
Shauna, drive safe.
Yes.
You can listen to us. Just don't watch us. Watch the road.
Yeah, exactly.
So question, what would you guys recommend for a first-time cruiser?
Well, they have actually, we booked it recently on Princess. They have a 5-day Cabo over here on the Pacific side, or the west side, that you get to actually stay the night at Cabo. And we love Cabo. We just absolutely love it. We had one of the best excursions we've ever had in Cabo. So we actually took the plunge and booked that for April recently.
Keeping our fingers crossed.
Yeah. So I think a 5-day is a good dip your toe in the water. Maybe a 4-day, but I would do.
I would say at least 5-day to really get the full. Because the 3-day you're like on and then you're off.
Yeah.
You're on and you're off. We like to take those little 3-day cruises right before Christmas just to kind of break up the monotony of holidays. Yeah. But for a first time, I would recommend at least a 5-day.
Yes.
A 5-day cruise.
Sorry, Greg caught me with saying the little banner that said it's all about Derick. He finally caught me. It's only been on for about 5 minutes, Greg.
Yeah. Thank you, ChadCruisers, for that super chat. Very nice
Thank
of you.
You guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Scott Bender, welcome.
Roland John. Yeah, Roland John.
Can ChadCruisers convert that Canadian money to American money and tell us what it really is?
Real quick.
I think it's a higher value in America, I think, isn't it?
I think our dollar's worth a little bit more.
Do you have a favorite ship or cruise line that you guys always go on?
Wow. So we've and I'll speak for myself because it might be different. Like, primarily most of the cruising I've done has been with Carnival. That's been primarily, but I've cruised on Celebrity, NCL, Princess. So I've cruised on quite a few of them. I can tell you probably my favorite ship that I've ever been on. My favorite ship was the Royal Princess. Was probably my favorite ship that I've ever been on. So it's not to say that Princess is my favorite cruise line. Princess is different than Carnival for sure. It's a much different atmosphere. Carnival is the fun ships, right? And there's a lot of partying going on. And Princess is a little bit older crowd, but the service and the food, and of course their technology with their medallions is incredible. So I would say that's my favorite ship that I've ever been on. You get to Royal Caribbean and you go on like the Oasis class. Those are amazing ships. For us, just too big, too many people, too much walking to get from one side of the ship to the other.
I would say my favorite ship was probably the same, the Royal Princess, but I'm leaving mine kind of open because I haven't been on enough to really make a choice yet, I don't think. So, but as of right now, my favorite cruise though, however, was on a Carnival. It was a Journeys cruise, 2 weeks that we took about 2 years ago. So that was a great time.
That was a great cruise.
We had another question up here, but we had some other people join us.
AGC Magic TV, welcome. Hey, Mike Woodbury, welcome. Maddie Maderos.
Rayleigh Creative Travel. It's my Georgia life. If we missed anyone, we do apologize. Thank you so much for joining us. The question was, as it's been scrolling pretty fast. Okay. What is your view on transatlantic or repositioning cruises?
Hey, Puppy the Cat.
Professor.
Wow. Repositioning. We were on a repositioning cruise.
Yes.
That was actually the Journeys cruise we were on. It left out of Galveston and then ported in Port Canaveral.
Yes.
When they were moving the Carnival Breeze. Repositioning cruises are great because they're generally cheap.
Yes.
Because you have to fly into one location and then fly from a different location. So if you can find a repositioning cruise, they're generally. I mean, we had an awesome like aft balcony cabin for 2 weeks, and it cost us what?
$2,000 maybe.
$2,200.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
So that was great.
So transatlantic, I've never taken a transatlantic cruise. So I couldn't speak to it, but it's definitely something we want to do.
Yeah, that's what we definitely want to do, a transatlantic. Hopefully the new Disney Wish, whenever that's finished, because that got prolonged now. So hopefully they do a transatlantic, and it's not just for cast members. We hope. So
yeah,
we want to try to go on that.
The last one was only for cast members when they moved to Fantasy, which is in 2012, and it came across. It was only for cast members. We might have some insights if they do that, but we're very interested in doing transatlantic for, I guess, a repositioning cruise from the very first one for the Wish. So we're kind of keeping our ears and eyes open on that.
Hey, see the world with
Panorama. The Panorama did when it left out of Europe. They chose not to do any passenger cruises, and they just cruised all the way from, was it Italy? I think it was Italy, and picked up crew members along the way and went all the way around the tip of South America.
I remember that.
Yeah, with no passengers. So hopefully that doesn't become a trend for cruise lines. Because transatlantic new ships coming across.
It depends on the company. One of the things that I was going to mention.
Well, they would make a lot of money if they left transatlantic cruises open for people to actually pay to go on them. So
yeah,
go ahead.
For people who are cruising for the first time, I always say we've done Disney, we've done NCL, so we're feeling very comfortable with that. But we had Symphony of the Seas booked for the end of this month. We basically went on it because we had to do all the planning, all the preparation.
We didn't go on it.
We basically did everything we need to do, so we know what we need to do to like book the restaurants when we do that, because we like to investigate. Okay, I like to investigate. Greg just likes to go with the flow.
I like to be surprised.
The one thing that I learned is every cruise line does things differently. And just because Disney does something one way, it doesn't mean that NCL will do it. In fact, we plan a lot more for an NCL a lot further out than we do for Disney. Disney, we don't really have any plans that we can do and book until after your final payment. And then depending on what your status is, then they let you book your excursions at. NCL, our cruise that's in Alaska next July, we could actually book excursions now. That's crazy. So
Carnival's the same way. Carnival's the same way. Like the second you book your cruise, even if it's 2 years away, you can start booking excursions.
Yep.
Yeah, not to say that going on Disney cruises isn't worth it. It is. You just have to wait a little longer to do things.
But if you think every cruise line is going to be doing things differently, research to find out how they do things, and that can be make a big difference in terms of your planning to make sure you get everything that you want.
They should start doing what other cruise lines are doing, though, and push it out more so that you have more time sooner to plan your stuff rather than waiting a shorter amount of time.
My leg is cramping up. We had some more
water.
People join us, See the World with Chris. We had Sailing Away with T&K, Lucy MGM,
Rally Creative Travel.
Yes.
Yep, I saw them in there.
And I think we might have missed some others. I do apologize if we did.
Welcome,
you guys.
everybody.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining our show tonight. We have the amazing Brad and Kimberly from Midlife Crazy.
I don't know about amazing.
Amazing.
You're probably going to see me antsy for the next few minutes as I'm trying to work out my.
Would you like some ibuprofen?
No, that wouldn't work.
It could.
I think rum might have more of a better effect.
No. No.
I was going to ask another question, but we'll go along with this. What has been your favorite port?
That's a good one.
Well, I'll let her go first.
My favorite port. Well, oh gosh. I would say that it was it's between two. I really loved Cabo. I had the best excursion at Grand Cayman. We went to this one resort, but I would have to say Antigua. That was my very first cruise, and we went to Antigua, and we took this catamaran all the way around Antigua, and it was just, it was such a great time.
It's a beautiful island.
Beautiful island.
We got to see the Montserrat volcano.
Yeah.
As it was like spewing
smoke
and ash out of it. So
it was cool.
Yeah, for me, I have two favorite that kind of are equal. The Turks and Caicos, and that's just simply because it's very it's not as developed, right, as some of your other destinations in the Caribbean. It's not quite as developed, so there's a lot of little islands around there, and it's very pristine. But then the other place for me would be any place in Alaska, like Sitka.
Yes.
I tell people all the time that if you've never taken an Alaskan cruise or you're shying away from it because you think it's going to be cold, it's a little chilly depending on what time of year you go.
Yes.
August, it's pretty warm. It's in the 70s unless you're around the glaciers. But it was extravagant.
And I haven't been to Alaska yet, so I can't say.
I couldn't believe there were places on this planet that looked like that. And we saw whales and bears and moose, and it was amazing. So I can't wait to go back to Alaska. It was beautiful.
Yes, we have an Alaskan cruise planned for next July for my big birthday. We'll just leave it at that.
He turned 60, isn't he? Like
what?
He looks good.
Wow.
You look good.
He's older than we are.
Wow.
We do look forward to that Alaskan cruise. So hopefully, everything goes well. But Alaska is one of the big places I've always wanted to go on. I wanted to do a Dizney one, but that's like more than a mortgage payment.
It's like
so
$11,000.
Yeah, so I compromised.
Oh
Okay, we'll do NCL. Somebody was asking us what our favorite port was.
Yes, Professor Travel. I know what yours is.
My favorite port would be, for now anyway, Castaway Cay, which is Disney's private island. There's just something about it. There's so much to do there, and it's Disney-fied, if that's a word. I just made it up, I guess. They have all kinds of recreational things. They have a 5K that you could run for free, and you get a flappy rubber medal, but it's colorful and it's something that you've accomplished in your life. So you could just put that in your life accomplishment. So, but they have
you feel safe on it because it's a private island.
They have an adult area, they have a children's area, and the water is so crystal clear for the most part. You can see all kinds of sea life. So
was the adult area clothing optional? Just kidding.
No, it's not that kind of a beach. Right. This is Disney we're talking about.
Oh, okay. For
Does
me,
Minnie Mouse wear a bikini around that?
For me, I'd say since Greg already said Castaway Cay, I would say Bar Harbor was my favorite part.
Bar Harbor.
Maine,
I've been to Bar Harbor. I took a cruise that went to Bar Harbor, Maine, and Boston, and Sydney, Nova Scotia, all the way down the St. Lawrence Seaway to Quebec. If that's for me, tell them I'm busy. Yeah, Bar Harbor was a cool place for sure.
That would be my second one, I think. Bar Harbor. Is how they say it. That was a pretty beautiful place. So, so this is our spotlight channel as you blind me with the light.
Yes.
If you have sunglasses, put your sunglasses on.
So during this time, I'm going to be jumping the comments. Sorry. Shield your eyes, everyone. Wanda says. During this time, you guys, if you are creators, please put that in the content.
Yes.
We appreciate all of your support and our goal after year one, because we weren't sure what we were doing after the first year, and we had so much love and support. We really want to pay it forward and give everyone a chance to recognize other channels. So please, if you can put creator in there, and if you are not familiar with these channels, please check them out and subscribe to them, because they are all great supporters and great channels. So we did something a little bit different today
that I don't know about because you didn't keep me in the loop.
We don't know about it either.
Oh, then I don't feel so alone with it.
Yeah, no.
So we wanted to give thanks to all of the people that we call our support channels,
which really is everybody.
We love everyone, and sometimes we feel guilty about having what we call the support channel, but these are channels that we really work with. We throw ideas across technology-wise. They help us, and so we wanted to. Are we on here with that? Okay, good. So I wanted to just go through the channels that we have on our support channel list. These are on all of our videos, live shows. We have all these on here, but Peppa Tree Villa, our great friends in Northern California here, Disney Nerd Herders, Bob and Ashley. You got the amazing Cruising for Field. Bob and Ashley, Disney Nerd Herders. Oh yeah, sorry, more sunshine, please. Wow, poor Jim. We have RobFuz, DisLyfeOfOurs, and Adventures of David and Aaron. So, and then also we don't forget we have Dreamer's Empire, but also the liveplace.com. If you guys are a creator, definitely, I think everyone in this chat is a family-friendly channel. Dean at theliveplace.com. He is not only representing cruising channels, he does mainly the Disney ones, but he now has it open for cruising channels to get their names on the list of when they go live. So this is a great chance for you guys to get more exposure out there. But check his channel out, because Dean is also a great supporter of not only the Disney community, but also the cruise community.
And also ChadCruisers, who are wearing our shirt. We really bounced off ideas with them, and talk with each other a lot about different things with cruising and stuff. So, and they have a group cruise coming up next year. Don't they?
Yeah,
I forgot. Was I supposed to say anything?
No, they are. When I forgot, I chose an old video.
I'm like, wait, whoops.
I chose an old video that didn't have their name on it. So sorry, guys. They are also one of our support channels. Yes, so we do have an announcement. We booked another cruise. Yay! We had originally planned our September cruise on the Symphony of the Seas was originally a group cruise. Obviously, we're not selling that. So we had our option was we were going to take the 125% future cruise credit, and we were going to go in February 2022. We weren't going to make it a group cruise. But ChadCruisers came out with their cruise, and we thought, you know what? Let's join that. So we canceled our plans. We are going on the NCL Encore on February 6th out of Miami with the ChadCruisers, and we are very excited.
Though?
2022.
Okay.
February. It's actually Super Bowl Sunday. So I told them, I said, well, I'm pretty sure
we'll be watching the Super Bowl.
I'm pretty sure the Buffalo Bills will be in the Super Bowl.
we hope, right?
So count me out on opening day of being around anyone, because I'll be on the
antisocial. What, are you going to bite their head off if they come by to say hi to you? Leave me alone, I'm watching the Bills.
So yeah.
Hey, Derek, the Bills they might get to the Super Bowl, but past history says they won't win.
It's a new team. It's a new coach.
Because the last time I remember the Bills were in the Super Bowl, they got beat by my Dallas Cowboys, not once, but twice.
Yeah, they were in the Super Bowl 4 years in a row, and they couldn't get it one time at least. And then this past year, they blew it also. So,
Thanks, Greg.
Poor Derick. Hey, hang in there. Brad was a Kings fan, and it took the Kings over 40 years to finally win the Stanley Cup. So
It took them
He
45
hung
years
in
to win
there.
a Stanley Cup. So
well, at least you got to see it. So that's good.
yeah, and they
And then-
won
and then they won
twice
twice,
in
so-
3
So there you
years.
go. They made it for lost time.
I've
Yeah.
been a Bills fan since 1976, so I've seen a lot of ups, but mainly downs.
How old were you then?
what were you, like 1?
No, I'm older than you, Brad.
You're not older than me.
I am. That was in 70. I
How
played.
old is Brett?
How old am I?
You're 52.
Yeah.
I'm
Are
53.
you-
I'll be 50.
You're not 53.
I'll be 53 the end of this month.
so he's on the
well,
press. He's on
Happy
the
early
pres-
birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, so by a
So you,
few weeks.
so I'll be. So we're close, Derek, because I'll be 53 in
November.
In November.
Well,
All right.
neither one of you look your age, so it doesn't really matter. So
Oh,
Thank you.
you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
And how old are you, son, little baby?
I know how old he is.
How
I know how
old
old
is
he is.
I'm 39.
He says it all
Yeah.
shame.
He's awesome. 39.
Yeah,
No, because now everybody knows what my big birthday is next year. So.
Oh, 40's easy, honey.
Yeah,
40's
40's
easy.
Hey, it only gets better after 40. I'm telling you, you don't start living until after 40. I'll tell you right now. You're not even really mature until after 40. People always ask me, they go, hey, when did you feel you're like, we're fully mature? I said, about 40.
Yep.
Wow.
So you got some growing up to do, Gregory.
I'm a kid at heart. I love to have fun. So
Yeah.
Oh,
As
we
much-
don't. We don't like to have any fun here.
No,
yeah.
never.
All right. So we're excited, and we're going to do our group cruise in 2023 because we were planning on going to Tokyo Disneyland at the end of the year.
Happy belated birthday, Plump Travelers. They said I
Happy
just
birthday.
left my 40.
Yeah,
Happy
Larry's
birthday,
Larry's
Larry.
Happy birthday,
That's right.
Larry.
Larry, yeah. So our group cruise is going to be probably February. We're going to try the Symphony of the Seas again in February 2023. You can't book out that far in advance, but I figured that would give us a chance to get more prepared for it this time. So-
He's tried, so
Yeah.
he wants to go on a cruise that bad. No.
Yeah.
We've
I like-
met so many people doing the lives that like every cruise is a group cruise because so many people now.
Yeah, our
I
cruise.
mean, that's one great thing that came out of this whole.
Our cruise in
Stay-at-home
February.
stuff.
I've lost track of who's on that cruise. There's so many people.
Oh,
on that
February
cruise
is
in February.
crazy. Yes.
You know.
Yeah, I think by the time cruising does start, a lot of cruises are going to end up being group cruises for a while because people are going to be scattered trying to go on anything they can get on, and we're bound to run into other YouTubers. So why not make it a group cruise?
2021, the year of the group cruise. It's
Cruise,
not
yes.
official.
Yeah, I mean, our February cruise kind of turned into an unofficial
Yeah,
group cruise.
yeah.
Hi,
just hope
Laura.
it-
Hey,
I hope
Laura.
it stays.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed.
We are. Honestly, we have a December 19th little 3-day cruise booked.
4
Now
days.
they 4-day cruise. Oh, and they've canceled up to December 15th. So we're just waiting for that one to get canceled.
We're not really counting on it.
No,
but
no.
we're looking at in 2022. We have one cruise book for 2022. Right?
Yes, we have the meetup.
The celebration
Yes.
in March, the Carnival celebration.
Well, if they can do these cruises that they're doing internationally right now, where they've done a couple successful full cruise trips, I'm pretty sure we can make that happen here in the States.
I hope so.
Did it.
Yes.
Cheat meal food cat.
Welcome.
We got to get them in touch with Puppy the
You
cat.
got to get them in touch with Puppy the cat.
Yeah, Puppy the cat is here.
Is she?
Is she here?
Oh.
Hey, there's Nancy.
Hi,
Felix.
Nancy.
We are excited to meet Nancy and Danny in Daniel in Vegas.
Yeah,
So
we have-
You guys will love them.
You're
They're
gonna
so
love
much
them. They're
fun.
so much. They're so much fun. We hang out with them a lot.
Yes, we haven't seen them
We haven't
since
seen
they
them
got
since they got back from Cabo.
Cabo.
But before that, we would try to go to dinner with them every other week or so. So
Yeah, I don't know everybody that's going, but excuse me. I am looking forward to seeing everybody, and I was very hesitant of even going during this time, but we got our masks and all that, so I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, we were supposed to be there, and then we decided to go to Cabo, and we thought, well, let's go to Cabo in October. Then we tried to like book October, and it's like we couldn't get any airplane flights.
Yeah,
there were like no flights out of LA. They were all like booked. So we kept going backwards, and it finally landed on September the 9th is when we could go. And unfortunately, it was during the Vegas trip. So, and for me, Cancun, Vegas, for me, it's a pretty easy choice because I lived in Vegas for 15 years. So
I love Vegas.
Yeah,
I love it. I see D Incognito's here. Hi, D.
We like to go just to get away from it all. I don't even have to really gamble, to have fun, just to be in the atmosphere and enjoy the food and the environment and the atmosphere and maybe a show or something like that, because those are kind of pricey too. I'm happy with that.
We've been gone for like 10 years, and it's interesting to see the evolution of Vegas.
Oh yeah.
How it even went for a time that it was trying to be like a family thing with all the different.
Yeah. When I first moved to Vegas, the mayor of the city was trying to make it very family friendly and building like amusement parks and things like that. And that didn't really work. And then the other mayor came in, who was a former mob attorney, and he made Vegas into what it is today.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I think our hotel will be okay, Professor Travel. We actually were able to get a better deal today. Derick called. So right now it sounds like everybody's still going to be open. Hopefully if things change, they'll let us know before we even start going down the road to drive 6 or 7 hours. Excuse me. Do you guys have we did your favorite port. Do you have a least favorite port? I know I do.
Mazatlan.
I do.
Mazatlan, Mexico Mazatlan is probably not my favorite port. Ensenada, is not my favorite. Those are probably
yeah, I didn't care for Ensenada.
Yeah.
I'd rather just stay on the ship. What was the one in the Bahamas that I didn't care
She didn't
for?
like Nassau.
I didn't like Nassau.
But I told her that you didn't really see the Bahamas in Nassau.
So, I'm going to leave it.
Huh?
That's
mine. That's my least favorite. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't care for it.
There's always like 7 cruise ships in port at the same time, and it's just a madhouse.
Yeah.
So
I do want to do the Atlantis. That's the only other thing I would like to do, but that's kind of expensive, so I'd have to have the money for that.
Yeah.
That's scary, Maddie. Best friend used to work for the mob mayor.
Pepper Tree Villa. We're going to Vegas next weekend.
Yep.
It's a bunch of other YouTubers.
It's part of the ship show and the Sharing at Sea meetup.
The ship show, strip show. Are you guys going to vlog the trip?
Yeah, we'll vlog it.
I can't wait to watch these. I cannot wait to watch all the vlogs from.
We're not going to be able to make it.
Who's disappointed?
It's our home hotel.
Well, I'm disappointed we're not going to be able to make it to see everybody, but I'm not disappointed that we're going to Cancun.
Yeah, no,
instead.
not at all.
Yeah. We're still wearing our masks and everything. I bought the Halo mask for traveling, and that's supposed to filter out more than an N95 mask does. So that makes me feel a little better, and there's still the social distancing and everything. So Derick kind of talked me into doing it, or made me feel more at ease with it. And the same goes for Cancun, although the plane kind of freaks me out still, but I'll deal with it.
I will tell you, I saw this whole article, this story on airplanes, and they've been testing these planes regularly for contaminants, right? And they say that it's safer to fly on a plane than it is to go to the grocery store.
Wow. That
they are really, 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 the sanitizing that's going on the airplanes is like top notch, because they're trying to, it could be, one person on an airplane could potentially infect a bunch of people. So, but there hasn't been any reported cases of people coming off airplanes and like getting sick that I've heard of. So,
yeah, that's pretty disgusting. Rally Creative Travel. Just look at the strip and you feel dirty. Okay.
It is what it is.
Yes, definitely.
Do you have a least favorite port? You didn't say.
Yes.
If I'm in port, it means I'm on a cruise, so I'm not unhappy. I don't know if I guess Nassau would be my least favorite, but I still enjoy it. And there's things I still want to do there. Atlantis, there's the Pirate Museum, there's the chocolate place, the chocolatier place. I can't think of something Cliff, Gray Cliff. There is the rum distillery, James something rum distillery. So there's a lot that you can do there. So our best time was the last time we went to Senor Frogs, and that was
yes, we love Senor Frogs.
Yeah.
There in Puerto Vallarta, and
we just sat there for about 3 hours.
It was so much fun,
and just had a few drinks and just watched the entertainment.
That's great. What made it fun, I think, this time, because we I don't think we even knew it was there, and then we saw it because I was like, I'm not getting off the ship. We've already done everything, and then we saw there was a Senor Frogs. We're like, okay, we'll go there, and they have the most funniest signs, like all of the ceiling and the walls
and then the seats, the chairs.
Yes, he took a picture with me sitting in one seat that looked like somebody with
a woman's tush
dental floss, up the yin yang. So it just kind of looked funny. So
they kept putting the sign. They kept putting the sign over her head, like she had one said cougar
with an arrow. It said cougar.
We went to try the conch fritters.
Yeah, they didn't have them, did they? Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
We always get it confused. Is it conch or conch?
It's conch. I'm very careful how I say that word, by the way.
And they were sold out. But we had it was really good fish, like fish fingers. They weren't fingers. They were good.
Fish fingers.
Yeah.
Fish fingers, huh?
I didn't know they started growing fingers now.
Derick, I haven't seen fish fingers before. What kind of fish were they?
They're evolving.
3 Mile Island fish? The ones that grew the fingers?
Do not pronounce the ch sound. Conch.
Conch.
All right. Yeah, well, we always felt when you're paying for the cruise and the food is included on the ship, why would you go off ship and pay additional money to buy food?
It's the experience of it. And some places don't have what the ship has.
Yeah, now we're more open
the ship. Yeah, some places have what the ship doesn't have.
Yeah, well, it's now fun to try a place which is unique that we don't have here. So,
yeah, for sure. And if you go like in Mexico, for instance, we sat at Senor Frogs for 3 hours and ate and drank, and it was like, what was it?
$50.
$50, 60 something bucks with a tip.
With drinks.
Drinks, and not just a few drinks.
A few.
Mutant fish. When Wanda said mutant fish, I keep thinking of the three-eyed fish from The Simpsons.
All right. There is a question asking, what's your favorite ship? I think you guys already said that. You said the Royal Princess, right?
Yeah, the Royal Princess.
Yeah, I think we both agree right now.
Right now, the Royal Princess is probably the.
It's just beautiful, and we had such a great time. If you ever get a chance to go on a Halloween cruise, do it. It was so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah, they had a hellacious Halloween party.
It was awesome.
And a lot of people dressed up.
I was surprised at how many people actually dressed up.
Yeah, it was good. We had fun.
Blinky the Fish is the name of that three-eyed fish. I didn't know he had a name, but thank you. From The Simpsons. Do you guys have a favorite excursion that you've done, or maybe that you would do again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have. I've got a couple, but I mean, one of the best excursions I went on. I went salmon fishing in Sitka, Alaska. It was like shooting fish in a barrel. Throw it in, and there's bald eagles all over the place, and they land on the corner of the boat, and they're huge. You don't realize how big they are until they're next to you. That was one of my favorites. Probably my favorite ever was when we were in Cabo on our Halloween cruise, right? Was it our Halloween cruise?
Yeah, I think it was actually.
We took this luxury sailboat trip.
It was a catamaran, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just unbelievable. I mean,
and it was amazing because a lady lost her hat. So the boat had to turn around and go to get her hat. And thank God that happened, because then we saw this dolphin pod surround. We kind of surrounded the boat.
We had to go.
And you had dolphins jumping out. So, I mean, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, we thought they were whales at first because we could see them off in the distance, and you could see them. They thought they were like feeding whales, and then we got out there, and there was hundreds of dolphins, and they just swam around the boat.
It's in one of our. It's in our vlog.
It's in our vlog where the dolphins were like surrounding the boat. It was crazy, and then we got to watch the sunset as we were coming back into Cabo. The beautiful sun going down over the arch.
It was beautiful.
It was just one of those magical trips where it was like perfect, and the weather was perfect, and that was by far my favorite excursion ever. And I've been on a few, and it was amazing.
Greg, what was your favorite ship, and then what is your favorite excursion?
My favorite ship so far would probably have to be the Dizney Dream. Even though I like the Dizney Fantasy, and then we've been on NCL, I still stick with Dizney. There's just something about it. But Dizney Dream was our first ship, so it was my first cruise ever. And I really liked that ship. I have a lot of good memories about it. That was before we were doing vlogging, so we don't have any videos on it. And so, what was the other question?
Excursion.
Probably not scuba diving, snorkeling at Disney's Castaway Cay. That was pretty fun. I don't think I've ever done snorkeling before. The only thing is that you forget that you're in salt water. So when your mask fogs up and you decide, oh, let me dunk my mask in and put it back on your face, you get a mouthful of salt water. Like the taste of it. And if you ever have tasted salt water, it doesn't go away very fast. It kind of lingers there for a while. So
especially the Caribbean, where it's very, 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 very salty water.
Yeah, I don't know how I forgot it was salt water, but I think I was just having so much fun. I'm just like, oh, let me just clean my mask. And
might have been the tequila.
Yeah. Don't ever dunk your mask in. I don't know how you would clean it, but I guess maybe just let the air hit it. I don't know, but
spit. You got to use spit. So if you take spit and spit it and wipe it around the inside of the mask, your mask won't fog up anymore.
I know, but then you'll have spit in your face. But
then you got spit in your mask, but it's your spit.
Well, they were rented too, but yeah, that's hygienic.
Sorry about that, guys.
I think for me, my favorite excursion is when we went to Chichen Itza. And I think a lot of it just because I like to say Chichen Itza. I've always I'm always fascinated with the pyramids and the history of them. So the chance for us to go, that was on my bucket list. So I was excited about that. My favorite ship is tough. I always say it's the last cruise that I went on. But I would say my favorite cruise was probably when we went on the NCL Escape, just because the staff was phenomenal. But ship-wise, Greg's probably going to hit me. I'm probably going to say the NCL Bliss.
I'm not going to hit you.
So it's not a Disney. I would probably say the NCL Bliss has been my favorite so far, just because of everything that they offer. There's not one ship that I would not sell on again eventually. So I've enjoyed all of our cruises, but I would say those would be some of the best ones.
We were scheduled on the Bliss, right?
Yeah.
We were scheduled on it and it got canceled.
No, it's okay.
You do have a question for you. Cheryl is asking, what year did you see those dolphins?
Last year.
2019.
October of last year.
We saw whales last year.
We saw humpback
this year in February when we went on the Disney Fantasy. We saw orcas.
No, that was on the Escape. That was in Canada.
Was it?
Yeah, that was in Canada.
Yeah, in February in Cabo, we'll see whales. If you take an excursion, there'll be plenty of good whale watching in Cabo in February. It's like the heart of the whale watching. It's all the whales are migrating.
See, I always think that it's probably isn't worth paying to go whale watching because you're not guaranteed to see a whale. What if you go and you pay that money and you don't see a whale, but then you can have it for free from your cruise ship, and you could see whales. I mean,
in February you'll see whales. You'll see whales in Cabo in February. No doubt about it.
That's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are only 5 minutes away from the end of the show because
wow,
Oh my
I know.
Oh, time flies, you guys.
Goes by so quick. Coming up next on the Disney side is This and That. We also have, I think there's another one that goes too that I heard. I can't think of who it was though. And then we also have on the cruising side the ship show, so named because you never know what ship is going to happen there.
A lot of technical ship usually happens there.
They both channels put on an amazing show. So definitely Wednesdays. I remember when we started doing live shows, there wasn't a lot of people doing live shows, but as we've met more people and became more familiar with people, a lot more people are getting into the live show. So I speak well.
Dory
Yes,
from
you are so funny.
Finding Nemo. Dory speaks well in Finding Nemo.
Real quick, you guys, you are going to an all-inclusive. I got to make sure it's not clothing optional.
Yes.
All-inclusive resort in Cancun, and that seems to be the hot destination lately.
Well,
what do you guys like about that? What draws you to that?
Well, all inclusive is the closest you can get to a cruise on land, right? So that's kind of the way we look at it. We're not on a ship, but we've got some of the same things that you'd have on a ship: all inclusive food and drinks, which you don't necessarily get on a ship, but you got to pay for them. And then the tropics, the ocean, the swimming pool, all the stuff you like doing. And then there's plenty of excursions. Like one of the days we're going to take a catamaran over to Isla Mujeres, and so it's the closest we can get to being on a cruise ship right now. So
For me, I think I'm most excited about finally meeting in person the Bowens, Jay and Michelle Bowen, and meeting MGM Travels,
Bill and Lucy.
Just, you meet people like through our lives and through chats and Marco Polo, but it's hard, you don't really meet them until you
feel like you know them.
You know them, but it's like, I can't wait to meet them.
So we're looking forward to that too. And we're looking forward to Jay Bowen being a speed bump again.
Yeah, exactly.
And the cool thing is when you do meet them, the one thing I noticed is
it's like you've known them for years.
It does. The only thing that's different is the size, because sometimes you think someone is taller than what they are.
Yeah.
And sometimes you think they're smaller than what you thought they were. So that to me is like the biggest shock. It was, I thought you were tall.
Yeah, when we met J&D from
Para
DJ, we cruised with them on our Journeys cruise. I knew they were tall. Look at the sun on my face.
The first time we saw them, we were on an aft balcony, and we looked down, and there they were on the deck, and we're like, hi. And then the next day we came downstairs and we saw them in line, and we walked up to them, and I was like, they're gosh,
they're both tall.
They're so tall.
They're both tall.
I thought you were going to say they were on the bottom deck. They were as tall as the top deck when you.
No.
Well, if you ever get to meet twins in person, like we did with Pepper Tree Villa, just remember who's who, because we met them and Derick did not know which one was Ben and which one was Arnie, and I was like, really? I could tell right off the bat who was who. So yeah, gotta be careful with that twin thing.
I didn't even notice that.
Well, you guys are going to meet a lot of people in Vegas, so that's great. I think that's going to be great. I cross my fingers for the cruise in February. I really do. I want to go on that one so bad.
Yeah, we do also. We've never been on a West Coast cruise, so.
And you're going to the dark side, the Carnival side.
Come on over.
Come on over.
I'm sure I'll like it.
I'm your father. Come on over.
I'm sure I'll like it, if we get to go, hopefully.
I'm looking forward to the panorama. There's a few ships like the Legend, the Carnival Legend, the one that Life Favor went up to in Alaska. That ship looks really cool. I like the whimsical kind of Alice in Wonderland theme to it. I would love to sail the Legend sometime.
Those are their best ships. The Spirit class ships for Carnival, my favorite class type, like class of ship for any ship I've ever been on.
Yeah. I would definitely. I don't like to sail. We like the bigger ships. The more people on there, we found there's still places you can go where it's not crowded. So,
Well, maybe not right now. The more people on there, but
Good point, Gregory. Good point.
social distancing.
Good
That's the
point.
nice thing about this all inclusive too. They're only filling up to what?
30% capacity.
30% capacity.
So
And
That's
we
good.
did a lot of research on what they're doing to clean and keep safe, and it's amazing what they're able to do.
so no, I keep getting like
That's why I'm feeling a little better with it. And then with the plane thing, yeah, that kind of freaks me out. But then I was reading that they're using microfiber filters or something like that, where they filter like every 2 to 3 minutes to really keep the air clean. So, and some of them give you sandy wipes and stuff. I just told Derick we're just going to eat and drink before the plane trip, so we don't have to take off our masks during the plane trip. And then when we get off the plane, then we'll finally take our masks off. So,
George, it's our my Georgia Life.
we met her on the Bliss, and she said she liked the Bliss a lot too.
I believe that's the Edge. I think that's the Edge.
Celebrity Edge. It is. It's the Celebrity Edge.
Yeah, that's kind of freaky to be hanging off the side.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it is at the top of the hour. Thank you so much for
Yes.
joining us. Is there any parting words from you guys that you would like to say?
Or do you have anything coming up that you want to?
Yeah, talk about.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this. Thanks for having us, you guys. We really appreciate it. It was
Yes.
it was our pleasure to be on. And
Anytime.
for us, look, we don't have we're gonna have vlogs coming out for Cancun when we get back. So we're gonna vlog the trip, and that we just do our normal Sunday Fun Day live show at 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. Mind you, it is not a children's show. It is an adults show.
It is.
Don't let your children watch. We talk about some adult content occasionally. Yeah, that's all we've really got going on. We're just looking forward to heading down to Mexico next week. Can't
Yes, we can't wait. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks
you
so
guys.
much for having us on, you guys.
Thank
We
you for
really
being on our
appreciate it.
show.
And we're looking forward to going to our clothing optional resort in.
I don't know what resort you're going to.
They have those.
Wear your mask though.
But wear your mask. You don't have to wear anything else, but you have to wear a mask.
That's right. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Thanks, you guys.
Have a great time on your trip to Cancun. We'll be going to Vegas next week.
Yeah, you guys have a good time in Vegas.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
And vlogging. I can't wait to watch the vlogs.
Yes.
And how we end our shows is I'm Derick.
I'm Gregory.
But if you forget our names, it's okay because I'm Little
I'm
Explorer.
Kimberly. I'm
Dave.
he's Brad.
And there's Kimberly and Brett. And Walt Disney said,
We are just getting started. Everybody have a nice night.
Have a
Be
great
safe
night.
out there.
Everybody.
Bye.